What's good, everybody, and welcome to Smoothlies. I'm your host, Jamal.
Yo, producer Steph here.
Your boy Meech.
Now, I hope everyone's had a great week. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Whoa. Okay. Shit, I didn't mean to touch the board. Fuck, I didn't mean to touch the board. But like I was saying,
Rusty, man.
hopefully everyone has had a great week. Appreciate you guys tuning in to today's episode. Remember, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, as well as YouTube. We do drop content weekly, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. You can always catch our madness on Instagram. Now, today's episode, we are on episode 25. Clap it up, man. Clap it up. I don't know if we have a crowd thing. Not sure. Not sure if we have that on this board.
All right.
But we're on episode 25. Today's episode is called Love Secretly.
Love Secretly.
Yeah. Let's get right into it.
How do you come up with these names?
Man, I'll be wondering that.
I don't know.
Sound like a Marvel movie.
I'm sitting in my bed.
Many ways.
Sitting in my bed, thinking about good topics that I feel like everybody can relate to. For you guys that don't know, we're coming up on the end of the season.
Yeah,
man,
we're coming up on the end of the season.
Man, we've been doing this for
a minute.
Wow.
Let's just say a minute.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna put a date on it. But after Christmas / New Year's, we have a dope episode for you guys. We're gonna take a break, probably a week, maybe a month. Recalibrate. Come on for season 2. Make sure that we give you guys a big amp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
He loves that button, bro.
Look, the words right here.
Hold on, tell me
I
again,
need to
Steph.
zoom.
We had the same episode. We had the same problem. The last episode.
Dad, 1 second. I gotta zoom.
And you ain't got glasses on today, so
I got bifocals on.
Yeah.
You know what it is? That's the Michigan hat. Blinds.
Yeah, he been in the shining light this week.
Woo, man, yeah, it's been one hell of a week, guys. Before we get into today's episode, I got to give a major shout out to my Michigan Wolverines, those boys up north. We did it 2 times in a row, beat Ohio State's ass. We will see them in the playoffs. We're not sure. Before we started this episode, they did release the playoff standings. We're looking at Ohio State versus Georgia, Michigan versus TCU. We're in for a good one. So make sure you guys, rep your team. Hopefully they're in the playoffs. If they're not, it's okay. We have 12 teams next year. But let's get right into it, man. So Love Secretly. What
you mean by that?
Love Secretly.
Is
So
that your secret
Explain that.
Is Michigan your secret love?
nah, me and Michigan
what
have
they
had a
say we
very
are.
long relationship,
Open relationship.
more than most. You know what I mean? More than most. But how I came up with this title for this episode was more so talking on the stance of loving secretly, where not everybody needs to know about your personal life. Rather, it's your personal life, your relationship you have with others, your significant other, or sometimes even with yourself, because, there are times where we're not essentially comfortable with sharing our thoughts and our feelings around our neighboring people. Interesting. Do you all have anything to say about that deep shit I just said?
I'm going to say when I first heard the title, I'm thinking, we got a lot of fast people out here in relationships that be behind closed doors loving secretly.
I thought you were saying
it was some spicy stuff.
I thought when you said fast, I kind of thought about my mom, my grandma, with the girls being hoes. You better not be out here acting fast, damn it. You know what I mean? I thought that's where you're going with that.
So close enough. Close enough.
Yeah. No, I thought it was more like a love that you're not supposed to have, but you still want it. Or maybe it's like
interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
or maybe it's a love that let's say, I don't know, like you said, family, friends, whatever. It's a love you have, but you too embarrassed to share it.
Steph, I like where you're going with that, boy. I like
Yeah.
where you're going with that.
I need a button. Hold on.
Give my man his props.
I like where you're going with that.
Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Because, I think us as humans, man, we always want something that we shouldn't have or we can't have, Shoot, that even comes into a little bit of a story time, what I've noticed within my 28 years of being on this earth is,
Come on, bro. Don't say it like that.
I'm old.
Come on, bro.
I'm drinking my tea.
But what I've noticed is that sometimes when you give off too much information to outside people, it becomes noise, because at the end of the day, a lot of times those people don't try to help. You know, they want you. It's so quick for a person to be like, oh, get rid of that person, or oh, you should just break up with that person. You don't deserve to be treated like that. And it's like, I think I'm in love. You know what I mean? I think I'm in love. I was really in this mic, like I was saying by the same bar. But yeah, so, you know, it's so easy to allow outside distractions to shape what you have internal. You know, one thing I try to do, especially with me being a male advocate, I want the best for the males out there as well as the ladies. But, you know, with me being a guy, I stay within my lane. But one thing I try to do is when I do give advice, I don't try to tell them like, oh, you need to get rid of this or you need to get rid of that, because I may not know why you essentially have that in your life in the first place. So let's have a conversation. Yeah. Let's see what the benefits are, you know what I mean? And if there are some negatives, it has to be entirely on you if you want to change the scenery.
Yeah.
And then the one thing
that was some deep shit.
It was.
He came back with some
I'm
fire
back.
today. Yeah.
I'm back.
He ready.
2 weeks out. Let's go.
Yeah, man, he was on the bench. He came back fully rested.
Yeah.
I was messed up, bro.
I know. Matter of fact, we'll talk about that too.
Okay.
We'll talk about that too. We need a little story time on that. But what I would say before I forget, I was thinking about this like yesterday. Love in general, like I said, doesn't have to be relationships or anything like that. But I feel like genuine love, like, you know how they say it's like unbreakable?
Yeah.
I think that's incorrect. I think it's the opposite. I think it's more fragile.
I think it's harder to keep.
It's hard to keep.
It's
harder to
I
keep.
think
Yeah.
genuine love is fragile because it's so genuine to the point where you actually care about the love you have for the person or whatever. If anything that happens, I mean, it could easily, because you could feel it could easily break in a way because you actually genuinely care for that person. If you didn't, I mean, you wouldn't really care if that person went away, whether it was a friend, family, loved ones, whatever. So that's what I was thinking about it.
I think the moment you apply emotion into something shows that you do care about that situation or that person. Because if you don't apply that emotion, it's like, well, it's cool. Something else can come. It's all right.
I mean,
I'm gonna get it
depending
again.
when you say apply emotion, know how much emotion, because sometimes people can separate. Like, I can only apply so much emotion without being completely attached or anything of that nature. Like, I can show a sense of love without actually, like, when it comes down to it, still love myself more. If that makes any sense.
Well, I think what happens is that, of course, you should love yourself first before you love anything or anybody else. But I think what happens with the emotion side of things is that emotion is energy, right? So if somebody can't get to you, that really means that you don't have emotion on whatever it is that you all are going through at that time. You know, there are those things like even when you go to work, how you may not essentially like your job and even like the employees, but there are certain jobs where you gain friendships and relationships through the people that you work with. So if they do something, it does hit you in a different light because now your emotions are out there because you're in disbelief that has happened coming from that person. But like you said, if it's a person like you don't really give a damn about, you're not going to really be affected by that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, if you're shorty, she eat the rest of the cereal box, the cereal of your favorite cereal, you're going to bring out some emotions because that's your favorite cereal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shoot, do we kick her out? Does she stay?
Man went to the extremes.
Kicking someone out over cereal is
The
crazy.
disrespectfulness.
All of a sudden, the cereal box is in the trash can and she's out trying to find a new place to stay. I'm trying to figure it out.
You know what's even worse?
Listen.
You know what's even worse? If she
Don't
didn't
even-
if she didn't. What was that?
Who is that, me? Oh, no, Siri. Okay, let me turn this
All
watch
right, my
on.
bad, Siri.
Feds always be listening.
But
Feds always be
what's
listening.
worse is like when they don't like it. and then like you have them try it, and now they really like it, and now you actually got to share it every time you get it.
Man,
The
or they
worst-
leave a corner.
For real.
I hate that corner stuff, bro.
Or
Just
when
throw it
you
away.
or when you want to be nice and say, "Hey, you hungry?" You know what you want to order. She orders some random shit, and then she look at your plate. It's looking all scrumptious,
Man,
and then she's sitting here saying, "Can I get a little piece?" And you know, like for me, I know if I take a shorty out to eat or whatever, I'm not giving you my utensils. You got to sit here, and if you already ate off of your utensils, you got to ask the waitress or waiter for some new utensils because I need that to be a fresh scoop. And I need you to grab that off of the corner.
Oh, you want to know?
You know what I mean? Germs is everywhere. I just
thought
came
he
back
was
from
saying
being
the fresh scoop so you can eat off my
oh,
plate.
no. I just came back from being sick. You know what I mean? People is dirty out
But
here,
he
man.
gonna get a good night kiss later.
That's all I'm saying. Like, so when you drop her off, you know what I mean? You're gonna, hey, man.
He gonna,
That's the most awkward
Hey.
thing too, though. You know, when you
Yeah.
drop a shorty off, and fellas can attest to this. You know, essentially when you drop a shorty off, you know, potentially you're gonna get a hug, but then
Yeah.
you're like, there's that brief little moment where you like hug, let go. Do I get a kiss? It may not happen. You may be like, It's like, well, what you doing?
yeah.
What you doing? You know what I mean? Like, that's one of them hard things those fellas deal with.
Man.
You know what I mean?
You gotta test the water.
was gonna
Should
say,
you
you
lean
gotta
in
test
or
the
should
water.
you wait? It depends on the hug. I feel like
depends,
the hug judges
Oh, yeah.
whether the next part kind of comes.
It depends on her back too, though, because you know when you hug a person.
Wait, what?
Listen.
Wait, what? What you mean her back?
Just listen, because you know when you hug somebody, like if they lean in, they want some more, because it's like,
Word.
Not the same.
she's smelling my cologne, she's smelling my deodorant. But if she just giving me just a normal hug, then it's okay. Thanks for taking me out. Okay, cool. You wait for her to lock her door. Unlock her door,
Unlock
come
her
in,
door,
go
yeah.
in her crib. She don't even look back, wave at you. Then it's like, damn,
Why
bro.
don't she just dap you up?
All right, homie. I'll catch you.
Like, fuck with you.
All right, big bro, appreciate it. Big
Not
bro.
big bro. Not big bro. All right, little bro.
Little bro, I
Hey,
don't know.
nah, that's disrespectful.
Little bro
That's-
is just,
nah, give me my money back.
that's
That's a
just-
secret love.
Man, moving on. What happened on you all's week? You know, did you all have anything exciting? Anything detrimental?
I was like, detrimental. I was at work. Damn near 24/7 this week. This
I
was-
know, man.
Yeah, nah, I had a smooth week. I can, yeah.
Smooth?
Nothing. Yeah.
Anybody try anything new?
Nothing exciting.
Hey, you try anything
Try
new?
anything
Like
new?
any foods?
Anything?
That shake
Yeah.
this morning. That's
Shout out.
the newest thing to you. Shout out to Steph for bringing in shakes for everybody this morning.
Yeah, shout out to Steph
Right.
for bringing something that had the world's most protein in the damn cup. Damn it.
Hey, you gonna be
Shit.
there, right?
He
Man,
said,
just scooping out the bowl.
meal replacement for the week. Like,
I told
dang.
y'all it was a meal replacement. You're gonna be good for the rest
my
of the day.
Real, I'm gonna be
Sheesh.
good until 8
I'm
p.m.
gonna say you're gonna be
Like,
good.
I'm gonna need a midnight snack.
But yeah, so I mean, like for my week, it's been one hell of a ride. As y'all see, I got my Michigan gear
Oh
on.
yeah, we see.
My boys are Big Ten champs. After yesterday, we had to put the stomp down, the smack down, the RKO, the power driver, the rock
Man.
bottom, the people's elbow,
Damn,
sweet
man.
chin
What?
music,
Damn.
heartbreak elbow.
What? Oh, you just end on that one. I was
need
feeling
to
it.
listen
ST,
Like,
you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So Michigan, I was very happy to see that we are the Big Ten champions. So
How many OSU fans you think are gonna watch this and see this whole thing you got going on?
I'm not sure, but a lot of my friends and associates, keyword, you see I added those associates.
yeah.
But those males and females are big Ohio State fans, and it makes sense. We're in Columbus, Ohio. You know, for some strange reason, people think that we all have to be Buckeye fans, and that's just what it is. But that was one of my greatest things of the week. Yeah. Try some new food at
What'd you
home.
try? Oh, at home.
At home.
You made it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What'd you
got?
make?
Well, let me not say I made it, but it was well prepared for me. Okay. I think it was like honey crusted something chicken thigh with white rice and asparagus, and it was done to the T.
Damn,
So shout out to you for making that meal for me.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I
was
think it
well
was so good.
prepared.
I think I saw that on your story.
Yeah, it was well
Yeah,
prepared.
yeah.
I missed that story. Damn.
I'm just
I
saying.
ain't want to click on it because I was kind of jealous, but
And I ain't
just
gonna
saw the
lie.
snippet.
I'm a real critique when it comes to food because I've been exposed to a lot of foods, and I just know if I'm being cooked for, or even if I go to a restaurant, you got to treat my plate with care. Okay, you got to treat my plate with
So
care.
you saying that you can't have a low vibrational plate?
It can't be low vibration, baby.
He said you gotta take the towel and wipe the sides.
It can't be low vibration.
Yeah, it got.
You know what I'm saying? Like if the meat is juicy and it's like running or whatever, maybe from the sauce or like whatever oil from the pan, whatever, it can't interrupt the other stuff that's supposed to be on my sides. You know what I'm saying? The rice, the asparagus.
Okay.
Why would I want
Okay.
chicken sauce in my rice unless I
mean, why not?
ask for? Did I ask for chicken broth?
I mean,
You know what I'm
He
saying?
asked for chicken
I mean,
I
fried
didn't ask
rice.
for chicken broth. It's supposed to be chicken rice, so you know my drainage shouldn't be over there in my rice. That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
What he's saying is he asked for everything separate, so you better put everything separate
Yeah.
on his plate.
Absolutely. Give me
I
a
like
little
it.
space, baby. Give
I
me a
like
little
a little
space.
drainage.
Pause.
Okay.
I mean,
For the viewers,
I mean like that.
Steph is the only one that likes drainage. Okay.
He's been clear on it. He's tried to get that comment in
He
about
said-
3 or 4 times, and we've been cutting him off.
He said, I ain't gonna lie, I like a little drainage. Okay. Okay, big bro.
Oh, shit.
Explain.
Yeah, man. I mean, but like for real, like, you know, since we on food, like what's kind of like you all's go-to meal? Like, I don't want to say really like out of the week, because I kind of sound like you meal prepping, but like,
Yeah.
what's a good meal for you when, you know, out of the month? Like, what's something that you really like?
I'll go first. I like a good ribeye steak or a New York strip.
Okay.
That for sure.
Now, do you
Steak
eat a lot of
and-
red meat throughout the month?
I would say at least probably like once or twice per week.
Okay.
Not as much. I know steak for sure is a huge thing I like to eat, and obviously burgers, but not as adamant. I like to switch it up a little bit because I hate leftovers. I might cook a lot of stuff, but then I hate eating leftovers for like 2-3 days or eating the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I got you, man.
But a good steak for sure. And it don't matter sides. We can have sweet potatoes. We can have just regular potatoes, asparagus. I like bacon wrapped asparagus. I make that a lot.
That's
So,
some fat shit,
yeah.
bro. That's some fat shit. He said bake, like,
So you got the green.
he go to the produce.
But then you're gonna throw on some bacon.
Where is the asparagus?
All right.
Hey,
Wait.
it'd be fire,
Is
bro.
it turkey bacon?
Nah. Nah, I'm sorry.
A lot of folks
I'm
don't
sorry,
like turkey
world.
bacon.
I like
stuff.
turkey bacon, but I can't. It flavoring.
Yeah, see,
Definitely,
I hear
yeah.
that a lot. I hear like turkey bacon is cool for folks, but it's not the first choice when we're talking about bacon.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
Yeah. And then when you come to cooking, bacon has the fat consistency and then the salt intake, and hardwood, applewood smoke.
Yeah,
So
I-
I pairing that with something else, I can't be wrapping turkey bacon around asparagus because now you ain't gonna get the same.
Yeah, because like with pork bacon, you be smelling the mud, how those pigs be going around.
Wait, I
It
mean,
makes sense.
you could put your
Pork
turkey.
lovers.
You could put your turkey bacon in the air fryer.
Man,
It'll still be like crispy if you.
What's
Yeah,
a good
it'll be
turkey?
crispy.
But I don't know if y'all hip. So when you buy turkey bacon, you have to see what part of the leg what part of the like on the body it's coming from.
yeah.
So if you buy turkey bacon and it's coming from a turkey leg, it's going to taste completely different versus it coming from anywhere else on the turkey. So for my
See, I
turkey,
didn't know that.
Yeah, my turkey bacon lovers out there, make sure you pay attention to the packaging on that turkey bacon.
Where they usually say that, like in up under names or
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, like like in
Okay.
the title, like on the bottom section, it shows like where.
I think they even have like
what-
smoked turkey bacon and everything. So if you want to like, I don't know if that's going to change the flavor, but you know.
Like me personally, I can't eat no smoked turkey bacon. Hell
Why?
no. Because, you know, when you look at a turkey, it's got all the fur and shit on it. You look at a pig, it's naked in hell. It's naked and shit. It's real direct. I think that's why a lot of pork lovers like pork, because it's real direct.
Wait,
it's like one of the few meats.
Wait, what you mean?
He said
A pig doesn't have any fur. You don't really got it. You don't got to really chuck that pig.
Turkey got feathers.
Yeah, you ain't really got to chuck a pig. You just got to rinse it off a little bit. It may have a little mud in that little.
So you're
Bro,
saying-
they
so wait,
skin the
You
pig.
saying they won't feel bad for the pig? Meanwhile, they'll feel bad for the chicken
No, I'm just saying.
I'm
what
confused.
because he ain't got no.
It's because the visual. So you saying because the pig ain't got like the extra protection.
It's just more
around
direct, man. It's more direct.
You know what the funny thing is? Yesterday, right? This is my new food. I tried fufu and a goosey for the first time. My
That's
girl-
that's that vegan shit, right?
what? Nah, it's like some what is it?
Fufu
Is
is
it
vegan.
fufu?
I mean, fufu. Yeah, I mean,
That's what they put.
Technically,
That's what
isn't
they
it?
put in the fake macaroni, right?
Huh?
no, it's African. It's like
Yeah, I thought fufu was African.
yeah, it's like they.
Damn, I sounded real ignorant right there. Damn.
Yeah, the African's gonna come for you.
Tread lightly.
But no, it's like pounded cassava or something like that.
Oh.
Like pounded cassava. I don't know how they make it.
Hey, you gotta be careful when you're around this though, because you did a gesture that I wasn't really comfortable with. Okay. This
Don't
dude
forget,
he was like pounded. He said pounded, whatever he just said. Like, wait a minute. 2 other guys are around you, big dog.
Oh shit.
he do like his drainage.
I know, drainage and stroking on camera.
Damn, you can't even say anything these days. It's crazy. But nah, I had that. It was mad spicy. I can't even finish the goosey. The goosey had like okra and goat. And
Okay.
I don't know if you ever had goat before.
Come on, Steph. Don't do me like that,
My
man.
bad.
I did grow up around the Muslims and stuff.
But it was funny though. Like my girl, she got it for me. She texted me like, "Do you want the chicken, beef, or goat?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "But if you don't tell them niggas to put little Billy on the grill for me, of course I want the goat. Come on now."
Where was this? Like where she picked this up at?
It was Winterfest downtown Sierra Mile.
Okay.
They had like a food truck.
You said Ciota Mile?
Yeah, Sierra Mile.
Ciota
Sierra
Mile?
Mile. However you use it. That's how I say it.
Lord.
I'm not from here. Whatever.
His excuse.
I was like, what is Ciota? Hold on, is it the restaurant that's like right there by the bridge and shit?
Nah, it was what is it? Fork in Nigeria is what it was called.
Okay.
But I don't know if they have like an actual establishment.
Like physical location?
Yeah, but I think they do. But they had a food truck out there, so
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
I
But I
always
can't
wondered,
finish it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry, my Africans. I didn't like the fufu. The shit was trash.
You ever had the
I'm sorry.
jollof?
I'm sorry, Africans.
You said Jello?
Yeah, jollof. Is that how you say
Jollof.
it? Yeah,
Yeah,
I ain't
jollof
never had
rice.
it, but I wanted to try
Yeah, I
it.
want to try that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll try that. I'm sorry, the fufu wasn't that though, but hey.
yeah.
It's funny, like with Americans, right? Because, you know, we're not so culturalized in this country. But when we hear of a food or a word and stuff, we try to say it all smooth. Jollof. You had jollof? Yeah, I had jollof.
I'm trying to get that accent.
Okay, so last week, I don't really call it Thanksgiving. Well, I don't call it Thanksgiving. I call it Family Day because, you know, for us black folks, it seems to be the only time we can get everybody around. But yeah, so how was y'all's Thanksgiving? Was there any bad plates? Any bad dishes? Collard green pies in the building? Anything like that?
Nah, my Thanksgiving was good. Went over, took it home, about 3 or 4 plates full of food. Had leftovers up until today, pretty much.
Then you have leftovers. Wait, hold on.
What the hell?
You have leftovers today?
No, I'm saying we still had things left over
Today?
up until today. I ain't have leftovers
Today, though?
today. Like, huh?
Today.
Wait, up until today.
Meech,
Yeah,
did you
up
just
until-
hear what you said?
What did I say, bro?
It is Sunday of next week, bro. Thanksgiving was last Thursday. How the hell do you have 8? What's it? Is it 8?
It's been 8 days.
That's 8 days
A
of
week,
Thanksgiving
bro.
food.
Yeah.
How?
How?
What did you take?
Bro, turkey, ham.
The whole one?
My mom makes
This
two
with whole birds in the fucking back. This with whole birds in the back seat.
Listen,
hold on.
and my mom makes 2 macaroni and cheeses dishes full. So obviously taking almost a half a thing of macaroni and cheese.
Of a long pan, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2 dishes of that. She makes 2 different types of collard greens because my brother don't eat pork.
Okay, so meat.
So
and without.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So one without, one with. Then what else? Then we had. I hate the internet, but we did try that sweet potato cornbread.
Oh no, I didn't see that. I didn't see
You ain't never. Oh, it was all over the internet. People was making sweet potato cornbread.
So
Basically,
was it orange?
yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty much like just adding sweet potatoes to regular
Stirring it up
cornbread
in the
and just
mix.
stirring it up pretty much. But it came out pretty damn good. So we had two things of that. So I had that.
Who made that?
I did.
Oh,
It was because my girl, and I'm usually the cook. She ain't bad, but we just gonna say that if I'm taking the dish, I'm gonna make sure it's good.
see, he got all the ladies. He got all the ladies salty because at first he was talking about his cooking skills and he saying brought his girl up. Okay, all right.
You guys throw that in there.
But like,
you don't want no hate.
How long did those like leftovers like last you?
It lasts about a week. Yeah.
Hold on real quick. This is the better question. How many meals a day were you eating Thanksgiving food?
Oh nah, like see, like I
Like
said,
were these
I
all
don't
dinner
like,
meals or like
Nah, lunch, dinner usually was something else. Like I said, I can't keep eating the same shit over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So like the first couple days, yeah, we on Thanksgiving, probably first day lunch. Next day maybe like a little sandwich or something like that. Not a whole plate. Then we get to the second day. All right, I'm hungry. I don't feel like cooking again. Maybe another plate of lunch.
So how many
or something
people
like
in your
that.
household were touching this 8-day Thanksgiving food?
Only 2 of us. We got 2 and then got 2 kids. So one kid don't really eat too much. He mostly eat macaroni and cheese and stuff. He on kid diet.
Okay.
Like
So
y'all questioning how long?
Technically that is a question. How long should you be on Thanksgiving food?
It's usually in rules that I've known of. Usually food lasts about a week.
Whose food?
Just in general, you got a week. Like if you got food in the fridge, you got up to a week.
Let me ask you this question, right? So you say you had turkey and ham, right?
Yeah.
Make sure I'm talking to the mic. So with turkey and ham, how many times was this turkey and ham being reheated, bro?
You ain't reheating the whole fucking thing
I
of
don't know.
turkey and ham, bro.
I don't know.
Nigga, bro. Who out here reheating whole dishes just to eat one meal, bro?
You took a whole turkey and a whole ham.
I ain't take a whole turkey. I sliced off of it. Y'all, you assume the whole turkey and the whole ham.
Hey, read that, please, Steph.
Get out of here. Get out of here, bro.
the turkey in the fridge
Get
lasts
outta here.
3 to 4 days.
Get out of here,
You went
bro.
4 extra days.
Get out of here, bro.
I don't know what he was eating.
We all know how we all grew up,
Hey, Steph.
and you got about a week.
Hey, Steph. Day 5, it was no longer a turkey. I don't know what the hell that transformed.
I don't know, bro.
Ain't nobody taking whole turkeys.
I mean,
You slice it up. And what's the difference? Because
But hold on,
no,
hold on,
you
hold
say
on,
that, but then people will go buy lunch meat
Yeah.
and keep that lunch meat
But that's-
for like a whole week to a week and a half, right?
What
Okay.
kind of lunch meat though? Like, you
Like
What do you mean?
turkey?
What
Yeah,
kind of
turkey
turkey,
is.
ham? They
Yeah,
buy
but
lunch meat,
those are
but that lunch,
preserved. Those are preserved. In
Yeah,
the
that's preserved, bro.
that shit disgusting.
So wait,
The way
you tell
oil
me those
and-
chicken slices weren't like dry, like in the fridge, or did you have to
Come
take them
on,
out?
bro.
Like,
You had to put some
every
water on it?
Nah, you ain't gotta put anything on it because you obviously you put it in the container. It ain't like what you think. Did you tin foil packages?
because look, this is what I do. Like,
You put it in storage containers.
like on the 3rd day with the turkey, what
Mm-hmm.
I would do, and that's like the last day, the 3rd or 4th day. What I would do is I usually strip it up. I put it in a pan, get like some onions, peppers, and whatnot, and I like saute it, kind of like a shawarma type flavor, whatever. And then
Yeah, you figure out
then you
other
make a
dishes to
sandwich
make
and
with
that's
it.
But that's like
Like-
the last day though.
Man,
I never made it to
listen,
I never made it to day number 8.
we go about a week.
See where I'm thinking.
Once it hits
like,
that same day, once it hits that week, then it's over.
But see,
that 7th day, usually it's over.
So when you told me that you had meat for 8 days, right? Pause, because I don't know how people are going to take.
You know
that.
what,
Man.
focus on, nah,
See how I come?
y'all got me twice. Y'all got nah.
But you see what happens? This is what. Hey,
This thing say you got meat for 8 days.
But see, hey,
I think we need to switch topics because
So-
this is making me very uncomfortable with this drainage and beating and all this meat talk. And
I don't know if you all know about in public speaking, they say work on your pauses. Not saying pause, but when you say things, work on your pauses so people can listen to what it is that you're saying. So what I said right there was a professional pause. So, but what I was thinking, like when he was talking about, the meats that he selected to take home for 8 days, I was thinking, like you was going to vacuum seal the turkey and stuff, and because if you vacuum seal stuff,
you put stuff in the freezer too. Like obviously you don't.
No meat.
Y'all all know how to preserve things,
Meats.
right?
I am
Y'all know ain't nobody taking foil plates and keeping foil plates in their fridge. We all use storage containers. We all got that grandma that would throw stuff in the freezer.
I'm not putting Thanksgiving in the freezer, bro.
Oh, then you don't know my mom. you don't know my mom and my grandma. They'll put stuff in the freezer.
Did you put it in the freezer, or was it just in the in the container? Or whatever?
Yeah, you put some in the container, and then if you got anything left over, you obviously put it in the freezer, and it makes it last
paper
longer.
plate with the
No,
foil
bro,
inside.
ain't nobody in here putting paper. You think I'm just taking stuff off a paper plate for a week? Let me go ahead and peel back this tin foil that got a hole in it.
But I'm be honest with you though. I'm be honest with you. Yes, it's preserved in the freezer, but I'm not throwing out.
No, I'm not throwing out
Man,
Thanksgiving, bro.
listen.
At that point,
We
I might
just
as well
grew up
eat out.
differently, bro.
All right, Steph, let's move on, man. What else we got, bro?
We ain't had them privileges.
You know what I mean?
I told you my story last week with the goat. But
We already don't know where the hell our meat come from, and you want to put the
I knew my shit.
cooked meat.
I knew where my shit was coming from. That story I told y'all last week. I knew
That
exactly
goat-
where my shit
goat
was coming
story.
Oh, yeah.
But
What else?
Yeah,
what else we
from
got?
your backyard.
no, we got a quick story time because you were down bad. You were on the bench. So
I was on the bench,
we
man.
have to let the
Matter of fact,
people
I wasn't even allowed in the facility.
Man.
I had to leave. So last week's episode, for you guys that don't know, I was actually in the building, but something came over me, and I'm not gonna say it was the devil, but it was something fierce. With me cutting hair, from what I do believe after doing my hard internal investigation.
Internal investigation.
It had to be from one of these kids that I cut. And with kids, I know everybody know, with kids, they're going to school and stuff, they're around germs all damn day and stuff like that, sneezing and coughing, mucus running from their nose. And I think one of them babies got me. So what I was experiencing, I didn't have a cold, but I had like a mean migraine. I had the chills, and I was a little bit dizzy. So, with me being here, I just had to leave. I wanted to be on camera for you guys and be a part of the podcast, but I was messed up. So, I personally dealt with that. I think it took me about like 3 to 4 days to kind of get back into the swing of things. And the only thing I can sit here and advise you guys, because where we're at, we deal with a very bad flu season.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if I had the flu, but, just some tips for you guys. Stay up on your immune system. Make sure you have ginger teas and stuff. Have your honey and fresh lemons at the crib, as well as fresh ginger. That's very important. Don't think that you're getting all the ginger requirements for your immune system if you just go buy a tea packet.
Mm-hmm.
Also have your elderberry. They come in a gummy formula, or they come in like a liquid formula. What else was on? Theraflu. I grew up on Theraflu. Hot. It's a particle packet. You sit here and pour in a hot cup. But the thing about Theraflu, you have to drink it all like immediately. You know what I mean? Like once it's the temperature you can drink it, you gotta like just douse that baby.
I like how he said particle packet. He got very scientific.
Yeah, so it was tough, man. It was tough. You know, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Actually, just being sick, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. So you know, just stay up. Make sure you guys are washing your hands. Washing your face. Also, fellas, I want to give you guys a tip. Because I learned this, right? This is going to blow y'all mind. I was already doing this as a barber. Fellas, do not go in the bathroom and go use the bathroom without washing your hands prior. Because what you're doing is that you're touching your meat, your balls, and your penis with bacteria on it that you came in the bathroom, with. A lot of people don't know that because look at Meech over there. Meech over there like, damn, shit, my dick got Thanksgiving on it. So I'm fucking with you, but yeah, nah, bro, like it just makes perfect. It just really makes perfect sense because it's like I'm walking in a bathroom. I already gotta touch the bathroom door and stuff like that, like the urinal or whatever, or flush the toilet, and I'm already touching shit with my hands. Then I got touching my dick. You know what I'm saying? So
another thing I gotta tell y'all niggas, bro. Bro, wipe the tip, bro.
Wipe the tip. Throw a little water on the tip, bro.
Yeah, that's
you have to,
water.
bro.
Throw some water, especially if you're in like your personal bathroom or whatever. I know it's different when you're on the run and you go to your urinal. I mean, that might be different. If you're doing that, at least like 3-4 shakes, my guy. Like at least.
Yeah.
But
and another thing, when you walking out the bathroom, you washing your hands.
Yeah.
Throw a little bit of that little water on your beta. You know what I mean?
I don't think
Keep that baby clean, bro.
Bro,
Nah, a lot of dudes is
Don't
dirty
be
as hell,
ashamed,
though,
bro.
Dirty as hell. We already see it in a public setting when they just like they want to make sure that they all nice and stuff by flushing the toilet. But these motherfuckers will walk right out of the bathroom door, bro, without washing their hands.
That's crazy.
Like, and I'm just like baffled about it.
And
But
look at you and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll look dead at you and walk past.
Don't use the what is it, the air dry or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't use that shit.
What?
All the
It
bacteria,
sprays.
like just sprays bacteria.
Particles.
Yeah, all over.
All the bacteria particles spraying and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna still use that shit. I ain't listening to you about that, bro. I'm still
if it's
that
all
shit.
they got, like
Especially
it's either you
that
walk
Dyson. That Dyson, you like,
nah, I ain't using that one.
I mean,
if
you're gonna
the
do
one
it-
where you stick your hands in like that one scares me.
No, that shit
Like
is
that.
dirty.
That
you
one
said scary.
Yeah,
What you think? It'll take your
because
hand?
dirtiness of it.
No, that shit.
Like you got kids coming in. That's definitely messing with it.
If you're
like
gonna do
so many
that,
people coming in messing with that baby.
I would say if you're gonna do it, I mean, regardless, put some hand sanitizer on when you get out.
Yeah. Especially like that's one thing. You should have hand sanitizer when you're at work.
For real, yeah.
Well, that should be one of the things that are just like for you ashy lip motherfuckers out there.
Before you eat,
walking around with ashy lips in the wintertime, you need to have some chapstick and hand sanitizer and a little travel size lotion in your car.
Should have compartments.
Like,
everywhere.
what the hell is
Like,
wrong with folks? You be like, damn, be having the ashiness. Like, I had to check my hand. But, have the ashiness in the creases of the thumb and the index finger. Like, that's crazy, man.
You ain't got to come at them that hard, Jamal, though. Maybe they just wash their hands.
That's
and
what
they
she
just,
said.
Got him!
Meech ran right into that one.
He's 28, right?
I'm 28. And I'm immature as shit. But I don't give a fuck.
I make it clear.
Yeah. Yup. That's like, a girl like, you're so childish, grow up. And?
Man.
Oh man, well,
Not gonna strip me from my childhood. The hell?
what else we talking about?
Yeah, man. Moving forward, man. What we got, Steph?
Man, let's transition into this something more serious with Shanquilla Robinson. If you haven't heard, Unfortunately, I don't even want to say passed away. I mean, at this point,
She
has
was,
it proven that? I mean, it was proven.
she was basically murdered.
She was basically murdered, attacked
Right.
by a friend of all people in Mexico. So yeah, we could hop into that. From what I'm seeing here, local prosecutors, I believe they're still trying to get that one girl extradited.
Yeah, because she was arrested. Yep,
Yeah.
and they said that they're working on getting her
Well,
back.
she's in USA, right?
Right, and
So
they're working
trying
to get her over
to
there.
Mexico for so they can press charges.
So with that being said, because it happened in Mexico, this is like a legal situation for Mexico.
Yeah, for Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah, because the crime
for
happened.
clarifying.
The crime happened in Mexico. I believe it took a while because I know the parents and family, they were upset with the FBI because it's kind of like they were dragging their feet for a little bit on the case to actually get this get this sorted out. Why? I mean, we could debate on that, whether it's race, whatever. That's a whole other story. But I find it real interesting that this girl went to a trip with people she supposedly trusted, and then she didn't come back.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's something you want to touch on, like if that happened to you, or it's really just selecting the people in your circle, and it just seemed like she had the wrong people.
Go ahead, Ma.
And it's just it's so unfortunate though, because it happens all the time. Like, let's not just make it seem like, oh, this stuff happens overseas or in another country on a trip or whatever. But you just never know, you know what I mean? Like, you just never know what the people you may have genuine love for, or just like you actually fuck with, what their intentions are, Yeah. Like, not knowing that whole story and stuff, but it's like Steph said, we go on a trip, we supposed to be celebrating, kicking it, whatever that celebration was for, and we supposed to come back home.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We supposed to come back home. We supposed to laugh, giggle,
Have fun,
plan the next trip. That's what we supposed to do. But with this situation, it's like all y'all come back home besides one. And then the information of why such and such didn't come back home, you have no clue about.
And you create a story.
And I just it's just like, just to think, like, before the trip, she let her mom and her family members know, hey, I'm going to Mexico. I'm going with such and such, Sandy, Rebecca, whatever.
And then been planning this for months.
For months, most likely. And as a parent, to know like your child's not coming back home, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, this went viral. The somewhat of the fight went viral. You trying to piece the clues together from the internet. And then they said she had to pay like $6,000 to get her daughter's body back.
Oh yeah, to get the body back.
Yeah. So it's a real unfortunate thing, and it's like, I don't want people to think like, oh, we got to sit here and be on our P's and Q's or on our friends because they may be distrustful and stuff. But at times you do, because it's like, you just got to kind of be careful around the people that you spend your time with.
Yeah.
And one thing I do try to tell people, like, I understand people want to have fun and all this stuff, but be careful who you drink with. If you do illegal or illegal substances, as they say, I'm trying to sound professional, but be careful who you do these things with, because you never know, like, what their intentions are. Now, is this doing much for if you wanted to, like, harm a person? Take them all the way across another country.
Yeah,
that's much. But the outcome is just like, you never, like, I'm just speaking for, I don't know per se, but I don't think like somebody will want to go out the country. I'm talking for the victim, Shaquila, Sean Shaquila, I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, Shaquila Robinson. Yeah,
I'm not thinking that she's getting on a plane and thinking that this is going to be her last moment, or she's going to another country to have beef with the people she came with.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So that's how I look at that.
I look at it, the other day I was listening to Temptations, and the Backstabbers song came on. and they smile on your face the whole time they want to take your place. And that's a true thing in this world, because we never know who's acting buddy. Just like we all know there's some people that be saying jokes, but it really be hurtful jokes, and they throw it as, oh, I'm just playing with you. But they really feel that way about you. And like you said, I agree with you on this case. I don't think she went over there with the intentions of knowing that these people were going to do these things. And then also the other people that were over there, I heard there were 2 other male that was over there too as well. And like I don't like anybody being in any altercation and not stepping up and doing something about it.
And that's
like,
weird, man.
It's so strange. There's multiple people there and nobody like tried to separate. They all just allowed it
they're
to
all
keep
just
happening.
watching.
And these your people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it when people are like in the public eye and they're in shell shock and don't know what the hell to do. Because, you know, I didn't even think I was going to be in this situation. But when it's your people, bruh, these are your people. So you all giggle and laugh. Y'all probably hit the clubs and stuff, partied or whatever, birthday parties, took pictures, going out to eat, boom, boom, boom. So when we out here in another country, whether they drunk or not, where does the stepping in coming in? Like, where does it come in at? Like, oh, okay, they drunk. They even if they had to scuffle, it's like, okay, they threw the ones. Okay, we need to break this shit up. Y'all need to get yourself together. Y'all done already got y'all little energy out. Shake hands, keep it pushing.
When does it stop?
But when you see people get slammed, kicked in the head, kicked in the face, like, it's like, damn. And then on top of that, in your head, you want to post some stuff to, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, oh, she got her ass beat. Bet she won't ever say nothing to me.
And
like,
they posted the video. Like
I don't know if they posted. I don't know if they posted or the security camera.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's inside the hotel.
Yeah.
It's inside the room. That don't make sense.
It was
So I think it was a
phone.
security camera
Yeah, so,
and it was
like,
phone.
But it was someone's phone from.
That's just. I mean.
So then for them to post video.
Well, I don't know if they posted. Maybe it was authorities who posted it.
I don't know. That's a
I don't
good
think
because
they
at
would,
first they tried to say that she was drunk and she fell, or the typical
and-
story, because she was paralyzed at one point.
Yeah, and,
too as well.
And that's the most messed up part. I feel like the most messed up. Well, obviously her being killed. Yeah, but the fact that those same friends told her mom that she died of alcohol poisoning, knowing damn well what happened.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, it's just
like after what you did, you spoke to her mom, told her a lie. Like, how do you even? I don't know how some people work. Like, mentally, how do you even?
Bro, that shit not so no surprise. Sometimes in the hood, a person that may have killed your son may be at the funeral.
Yeah.
Maybe at what's it called, the wake or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like,
that shit is pure evil.
It's like, it's so crazy. Like, I remember it's so crazy because last year was my first time having to cut a dead body, right? And this was a very emotional time for me because I think I cut my little homie like 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks prior to his death. And with that situation, you know, we were just talking about life. Like, we were talking about life. He's talking about he got a new job. He's looking to get an apartment, move out of his parents' house and stuff. Talking about the little girls that he's talking to and stuff. And then, you know, 2 weeks from, I think it was like from that day or that week, this dude got killed. And it was just so random because it was like listening to the story. Like, I guess he always checked in with his mom. His mom didn't hear from him or whatever. And he was out late night, and I think he was supposed to be like with a friend or something. And I think he got shot in the park. And like the crazy thing is, like, during that time, you know, I thought that I was gonna be okay with cutting a dead body. You know, like, oh, it's just cut hair and stuff. As soon as I walked in, saw the dead body, I had got emotional, and, you know, I started to cut his hair, but it was very tough. Like, you know, like with a barber or surgeon, we're so skilled because we have a steady hand. So where my hand starts to get a little bit, you know, jittery and stuff like that. And, you know, when it came to the wake, because I didn't go to the funeral, I went to the wake to pay my respects. So the potential guy who they believe has something to either do, he has something to do with it, or he was the person who killed their son. His ass showed up to the wake to the point it caused a very emotional disruption with the mom and the brother. Because I actually went to high school with the brother. I wrestled with him and stuff as well. And, it's like people are for you to show up there even knowing that people thought like it was you or you had something to do with it. Because I think what the story was is that he lied about his whereabouts.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time frame, a little bit after, they saw him pull up to a gas station that was right around the corner. So I don't know the update as far as with that case, but I just know when he came in with the wake, at the wake, it was just you wow. You wow. And his whole thing was that I was trying to pay and this was his best friend, you know what I mean? This was his best friend. I'm trying to stay in front of this mic, but this was his best friend, and it was just one of them things too touchy.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, no one knows what essentially happened. They're all accusations. But it was just damn. So I only can imagine what you were talking about as far as the friends coming to the parents' house talking about alcohol poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
And, where I'm at nowadays in life, you know how people are easily to say, well, give them the benefit of the doubt. Give them the benefit of the doubt. But it always seems like give somebody the benefit of the doubt for the people that aren't affected. You know what I mean? It's coming from people that aren't affected. But then when you're affected, you have a whole change of heart.
Yeah. I mean, that's all. That goes back to people when they say, I would have did this. A lot of people say that stuff, but I always been one of those ones. I remember my mom asked me to say something about church. Mm-hmm. To one of the coaches for my brother's football team because he did it and he didn't say it. So they called me and was like, would you do it? And I gave him an honest answer. And I was like, I don't know because I'm not in that situation. Mm-hmm. And I got reprimanded for that. But with a lot of people, they will say the things that they think that people want to hear. But when they're in that situation, they're not acting in that same way.
Because at the end of the day, bro, a lot of people say shit that's not truly from their heart. And people do things that are from their heart. And a lot of times what happens is that we've been preconditioned to believe that we should say things that come off nice. Mm-hmm. Or things that need to be said. Such as for a funeral. People may think I'm an asshole when I say this. But people be telling you I'm sorry for your loss and they don't really know about my loss.
Yeah.
Where I don't essentially believe that.
It's a weird statement.
It is
in the first place.
And I know when people die or whatever, and they tell me, the first thing that I ask them, what's the last positive thing you remember about that person? Mm-hmm. Because I don't want to talk to you about absence. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But a lot of times people just be saying those bullshit telegraph sayings and stuff like that, and it's in my eyes, it's more so bro, just save it. I'm gonna deal with this how I deal with it. But yeah, man, it's just I feel for a family. I do appreciate seeing people such as Kyrie Irving mm-hmm. paying for the funeral. He was the one who did the biggest donation out of it because they did a GoFundMe, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that's even a crazy thing too, because it's I try to tell people all the time, get life insurance on your children.
Yeah.
I know people don't want to think of the fact of them ever having to bury their child, but you just never know. And maybe 20, 10, less than $100 a month may help you if things were to ever occur.
That's I don't know. That's the crazy part about life is no matter what, you never gonna know.
You know,
But that's so, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, But I've always thought that was like the craziest thing about life. Like you could be at your peak, you could be at your lowest, could be getting to your peak, whatever the case may be. You never know when could possibly or what could possibly happen.
And that's the thing. You're not supposed to know, bro. But and with that being said, that's why you're supposed to cherish the moments and what you have. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. People be sitting here playing with life and playing with their day like they got tomorrow, and that's not really the truth. Like tomorrow could be gone just like that. Like our homies, our loved ones, you know, our significant others and stuff. Like when they die, you didn't think that they were gonna die today.
Yeah.
You don't think that.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time the one thing that messed me up, and this this might be like a morbid conversation, so I'm gonna just make it quick. But I remember being younger and like, was this either this was like the first or the second funeral I ever been to, but you know it was a funeral that made me say I never want to go to another funeral. It was when a family friend, her daughter passed away. Her daughter was barely 1 year old. But I remember I was so happy when she had the baby. I was a little kid. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get her a bike. I'm going to teach her how to ride it. She got a cold, a flu, whatever. You know what happens with babies and everything. Unfortunately, didn't make it. I remember seeing that baby in the coffin. I was like, yeah, never again.
Yeah, and I mean...
So that's why I say, but you never know.
You never know.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you never know. But, you know... Ooh, I mean, I guess it's a little bit better news. Police arrest man for the murder of Takeoff. His name is Patrick Xavier Clark.
DJ Pats.
Yeah, DJ Pat. They actually caught him. I believe it's so crazy because they said that they were able to find his fingerprints on I believe it was a wine bottle that was at the event or something.
Yeah.
So that, you know, they mashed it up and stuff. But he was caught because he was trying to get an emergency passport to Mexico, right? Was it Mexico? And I believe he was found with like a wad of cash or so.
He was trying to flee.
Yeah, he was trying to flee. So, you know, I guess like with emergency passports, it's just like, hey, I got to get this shit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like... And then the other guy who they tried to at first say was the killer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who was the other guy?
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
He wasn't. I think essentially he wasn't supposed to have a gun or something like that.
Yeah, the second 22-year-old.
Because wasn't the other guy one of the ones they saw when the photos was going around?
Yes.
They saw him with the gun, so they just automatically assumed.
Yeah, Cameron Isaiah Joshua, whatever his name is. That was the second guy. He's 22 years old.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, you know, it's not really good news, but it is good news for the family and the loved ones and the friends to know that Takeoff's killer was found, you know.
Yeah. It helps stop the wonder.
Yeah.
Because that wonder and imagination could drive somebody crazy.
Because it was a touchy thing, because it was one of them things like, because it was street, it was hood shit, and that boy got a head on him. Lord have mercy.
It was muffin cap back.
I was reading the things, apparently, like, he just continued like it was normal on social media.
Yeah, bro.
He was saying, posted Halloween shit. He was talking about God got me, he been had me.
And I said, bro, I said that shit. I said, like, I'm like, bro, we're in I don't know if it's the country or if it's the world, but
it's the world, bro.
We in a place where we don't care about taking somebody off this earth. Yeah. And then on top of that, it's like, the punishment for a murder is not really that swift.
Yeah.
Like you'll get more time doing a drug charge than taking somebody off the planet. Like, that's crazy. What else? What else?
We live in a undecent, humanized world.
Yeah, man. I know. God, like I can't flood the earth again.
Again.
Damn it, I can't do it, bro.
Right now, we're gonna hop in. By next year, we might have a Tesla that could turn into a submarine or something.
Y'all gonna have to do this yourself. What else we got? We got Jerry Jones.
Yes, Mr. Jerry Jones. I don't know too much about him. I know he's like a big football guy and whatever. But yeah. So
he's the I'll just let you give you a little update. He's the owner of the Cowboys. He's the richest owner in the world of a professional sport.
Okay.
And
And it
he's
had to
the-
be the Cowboys.
And he's the one who hasn't like hired like let's say like a black head coach or something like that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there's a lot of them punk ass owners that haven't hired a black coach or anything ever.
Okay,
But I'm done talking about that whole begging for NFL coaches.
Yeah, but to break it down with Jerry Jones on the front, this was years ago. Apparently, he went to he was what I'm trying to find the name of the school, North Little Rock High.
Yeah.
There was a picture circulating of him being one of the, I guess, white classmates, trying to stop the integration of black students going to that school. And there's a whole debacle about, he was what, 13 at the time?
14, yep,
14 at the
Yeah.
time. So there's that whole debacle of, he was 14, he was a kid, that was years ago. He's again, I don't know him. He's a different person. It was a different time then.
Typical stories that they say.
But at the same time, why does he get grace? But when it comes to the other side, obviously we could use Kyrie as an example or whatever. They don't get that grace or understanding that maybe they changed, or let's at least give them time to explain or give context of exactly what was
strange.
going on.
Yeah, go ahead, Mitch.
It's a lot of kids. We all know the way we grow up. There's a lot of kids that commit crimes and stuff that, as they say, or that's misguided, and they automatically label them. And we know the pipeline.
criminals,
We got a lot of kids that go straight from high school to juvenile, straight from juvenile to the prison system, and they never given any grace to any of these kids. They know that why send this kid back to the same home that he's getting abused at, and he keep running away, but you keep sending him back to his mom. But you ain't giving him no grace, and he a 14-year-old kid, and he looking for her out. So I don't believe in that whole grace situation, because this man also is an owner, and we all know how situations with the people who used to be like, I changed, but now they got power and they waved the water. I mean, look at the Papa John's situation.
So, like, how I look at this is that people don't really give a fuck. And the reason why I say that is because people want, like, what do you want from Jerry Jones? Okay?
Yeah.
And this is my thing. This is about a situation that was tragic for the black community at that time, and some of this stuff is still dwindling in 2022, but the white community and the people in power, such as the government, have not addressed what the fuck they did in the 1900s.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So if they didn't address it back then and they didn't address it here recently, why would Jerry Jones have to sit here and be reformed and be educated about some shit? They don't believe that what they did was a problem. Yeah. Now, yes, do we have educational reform in some aspect? Yes. Do we still deal with segregation? Yes. But in the education system, they have tried to divert that the best way possible. However, it is still out there within like the private schools and stuff where you only see maybe 1 to 2 black kids or brown kids within that graduation class or in the whole damn school. Mm-hmm. But do we really give a fuck? No. People don't really give a fuck. And what it's starting to become is that it's starting to become the tit for tat aspect. Because as soon as we sit here and see this, such as when LeBron sat here and said this, we talk about Kyrie Irving. Yeah. Now, what happened with Kyrie Irving was those group of people were upset at what the fuck he said and did. Black people with the Jerry Jones situation as a whole are not upset at what he did when he was 14 years old. Are people still going to watch NFL? Yes. Are people still going to be Cowboy fans? Yes. Yeah. They're still going to be doing this.
Yeah.
Because even years ago when Colin Kaepernick took a knee, we tried to act all outraged and stuff, and we came right back to what we know, which is the NFL, the greatest sport in America. We don't truly give a fuck.
I mean, do you think, is it the people who don't give a fuck, or is it the media who doesn't give a fuck to the point where you don't see it enough so that people stop caring?
So I think with the media, the media have been doing this shit since, as they say, 1984 with Big Brother and stuff like that. They gonna control what the majority see. But what happens is that how upset is your community?
Yeah.
That's just what it is. How upset is your community about things that happen?
Yeah.
If you're not that upset, then okay, you're not that upset. We gonna sit here and move on.
Right.
Is something else like this? Like, cause we know, like they talking about Jerry Jones out of the photo. We don't know the other. What was it like? 20?
Yeah. Who's the other people?
We don't know who the hell they are. So what if we pinpoint those people and stuff, and we're like, damn, that's a senator. That's a lawyer. Boom, boom. We don't really give a fuck. Now, let's just sit here and be let's appreciate where we are at now. Because if we keep dwelling in the past about some shit that we don't have no control over, that's essentially what they want.
Yeah.
They want us to talk about we in 2022, we talking about some shit, what, 1957?
Yeah. And then right now I think it's empty words. Because when we look at situations, what are we expecting to change?
What is the
really?
expectation? What do you want Jerry to do?
If we aren't giving if this is just like, oh, let's point him out. Let's just say, oh, look at him. All right, cool. What's next?
Like, what do you like?
What exactly are we trying to accomplish here? Are we trying to accomplish him, like you saying, the whole hire more black coaches?
You want to have a list? You want Jerry Jones to have a list?
So what are we doing here
I think that's
that
what they
changes things?
Like you,
I think they want, like the same list they gave like Kyrie and all that.
you want Jerry to have a list?
The thing about that, how can we do that when we're not paying that man's bills? We ain't paying Jerry Jones bills. The NBA is paying Kyrie Irving's bills, so of course they could come through and be like, we need this list. At what point we can't do that, because now we can't be like, oh, we're cutting off your money.
And this was the worst thing, right? They asked black players of the organization about them having problems about the news that broke out about Jerry Jones being boom boom. Yeah. They don't give a fuck. They make millions of dollars. They are not down here with us.
Them niggas are coons.
Those
y'all niggas are coons.
And that's why they
I don't care if you make 20 million, 20 billion.
Yeah.
Nigga, you are a coon and you bending over for the
look at it like this, because I don't even think it's essentially like a black versus white thing. People in general don't like to give up their security.
Yeah.
You don't want to go against the masses, whether you're white, brown, or black, where it could be detrimental to you losing your livelihood.
I mean, we see it in regular life. We've had, I mean, I've been through it where I've had to go like figure out whether I wanted to say something, what would happen, or like, so we've all been through it before.
Yeah, no.
So,
and what happens is that unless you want to make a sacrifice, your opinion don't matter. Mm-hmm. Like with Bron is a great athlete.
Bron is a company man.
he's a great person for what we see on the outside, right?
Yeah.
But he is still flawed like every other human.
Yeah.
He's flawed, and I think at the end of the day, black people have to start understanding that stop looking at these athletes and rappers and stuff to change our situation as a people. They are sitting here put out to the media for a reason. Like, if you want to sit here and talk about black leaders, let's stop calling the people that are the most athletic and greatest at their sport our leaders. Like, they're not our leaders.
Yeah.
They are very talented with God-given abilities that God has given them.
and
now,
that doesn't mean you. Oh, my bad. But
No,
I was
you
just
good.
gonna say that doesn't mean we can't respect them.
No.
Let's clear that up. It's not like we gonna toss them aside. But again, like you
Let's
said,
just stop saying that they black leaders.
are not black leaders. They are paid to do what they are paid for, and they were given the spotlight because they were paid to do what they were paid
Right.
for.
You're not calling. You're not
yeah.
calling Tom Brady a white leader.
No.
You're not calling Luka Doncic a leader over
No.
Lithuania. You're not calling. But we sit here and idolize these people because of their talents and stuff.
Yeah.
They don't do shit for us.
No,
like,
it's a weird thing because, like, I think someone was even telling me for the soccer player in the USA men's team. Apparently, an interview asked him something around the lines like, "How does he feel about playing for a country that doesn't like him?"
mm-hmm.
And I don't know his full response, but he was basically saying he's just playing the game he loves.
Yeah.
Like, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Yep.
Like no one, he's playing the game he loves at the highest he could possibly do it.
Yep.
And I'm sure there's a little black kid seeing him on TV because he's the captain, seeing him on TV and like, damn, I could be that.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to take like a stance, or he doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm pushing this for my community or whatever the case may be. He's already doing that by playing the game at the highest you could possibly play it.
And I'm here to be inspirational.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I feel like with these athletes, they got a pinky toe into activism and then the other 9 toes into what it is that they sit here and do on a daily.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you're not about that life, let's sit here and just keep it like that. Let's not say it like, well, LeBron, what he said was absolutely right. But let's not sit here and say my power. Let's not say my power, because there's shit that happen every day. And you're not using your power to sit here and be in the face of almost 1 billion people under that sport. And also your power, yes, it's an impact. And it's not even just the black community, it's to the world.
Yeah.
You say some shit is wrong, boom, boom, boom. You sit here and say how it's going to be some change. The same way when they did the little holdouts and shit like that, they made some shit shake. But then when they notice, oh no, you cutting into my millions and stuff like that, oh, we getting right back to regular programming. And that's just what it is. Like, sometimes we have these conversations and it's like, bro, for us, the shit is temporary. For the other people of masses and different skin colors, they want to put us through the mud. And it's like, if you don't want to be through the mud, then hey, watch your behavior and watch how you act.
And then at the end of the day, people got to understand LeBron has a brand.
Right.
These athletes are brands. They're not like, people don't even realize some of these athletes can't even use their own names without somebody else getting the paycheck. So they're going to do whatever they need to do to protect their brand image.
And what's in their best interest.
Yes. Their life.
Like, come
their
on, bro.
deals. They ain't nobody all going to be out here with the yay and like I'm trying to drop deals and everything like that, because at the end of the day, they still looking at like, oh, what is my wife going to say, or what is these employees going to say? I got to pay these bills of people that are up under me. Most of these people, like NBA players, LeBron probably has a PR. He has a publicist. He has an agent. He has about probably 6 to 7 different people that is getting the 10% of his paycheck or more.
And we need to stop looking at like us in the black community. Stop looking at these people like they the Justice League Society. Okay, we already saw Black Adam. I saw it halfway through my bootleg. I mean, my watch myself.
Allegedly.
My allegedly visual that was not at the movie theater. They introduced the Justice League Society. These people are not the Justice League Society. These people have jobs just like us, and their jobs just happen to pay more. And we just got to stop idolizing them like as if they're, gods.
Yeah.
They ain't out here saving us.
We idolize them for what a lot of people want.
Right.
Not what they're doing. You want their lifestyle, so you're looking up to them.
And that's what J. Cole said. Stop idolizing niggas based on the words that they be rapping.
False prophets.
Man. False prophets, man.
Hey.
Come on, man. What else we got here? Cool. We crunching. What's our time? Where we at?
What we at? What does that say? Hour 17?
Hour 17. Okay, let's get into some what else we got? Let's get into some music. Let's talk about let's talk about some movies, and also let's talk about some food, some food places we want to recommend people when visiting to Columbus, Ohio, or, just if you live in the city. So this Friday, we have Metro Boomin's Heroes and Villains album drop.
You listen to it?
I liked it.
Yeah, because
go ahead.
Because the other week you sounded like you wasn't sure if it was going to be,
I just didn't know what to expect, bro. I didn't know what to expect. I liked it, but I don't mean I liked all the tracks, but...
Oh, yeah.
So you like the album as a whole, but not...
Yeah, the one he had with 21 Savage, that track, that was dope, because I like how they switched it at the end of the track. Beautiful.
I noticed like all the transitions on like each track was like pretty like smooth. Like you could barely tell like it was like the next track. Like I remember when I was listening to the intro going into the second song, I was like, hold on. Am I on song number 2 yet? Because that shit was smooth as hell.
Yeah. Was ASAP Rocky, was that a single?
Yeah, that's a single.
I'm still waiting on the album, man. ASAP, if you hear me, I need that album.
Busy with Rihanna. Come on now.
He got a new...
I'll be
New
trying
one
to
about to
put.
come
I'll be
in.
trying to put twins in her after that. For real. I ain't gonna play.
But
with it.
I didn't listen to it yet. But I know ASAP was also on Metro's album
Yes.
as well, and that was pretty nice.
Babyface Ray MOB album. I listened to that here in the shop. That was pretty smooth. It was alright, but it was cool.
What
It
you
was cool.
rated it?
It was like a 7.
Okay.
But they are saying that Babyface Ray, because he's from Detroit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they saying that he's probably the hottest out in Detroit
Oh, really?
right now. I'm not. Hey, don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. But that's just what they saying. What else? We got Lotto, Glorilla, Gangsta Boo, FTCU.
FTCU.
I don't want to know what that acronym means because FNF was insane. We got 2K, baby.
I
I'm not.
I don't
figuring
even
it
want to
out.
say the acronym. But I know what the F and the T probably stands for. I don't know.
Hopefully it's
But
tennis.
knowing with them,
But we got Young KO 19, which is an EP. Corday dropped a single called "Feel It in the Air."
It was pretty good for
I don't know, bro. Corday is like cool, but he's such a hit or miss, man.
Corday. Yes,
yeah.
Freestyles is crazy though.
I hate to say it, love Corday. Musically, like you said, it's a hit or a miss, but it's just, I don't know what it is. Like I can't buy into his story. I think that's the problem.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't
He
fully-
seems plagiarized.
Yeah,
A
it's
little
like-
bit. Like he seems like he was a cool dude that
Creative
didn't really
player.
had
BC points.
Like
Park shit.
like he has all.
Meet
the
me at the
attributes.
park.
He definitely got.
Yeah.
He has the attributes, but it's his story. I can't like when he says certain shit. It's like I can't like buy into it.
It's
like
almost as if he's stealing somebody else's story.
Yeah,
So,
like even his last album, he was like, this was like.
It was
album.
overhyped and it didn't
Yeah.
deliver.
But then it was supposed to be like based on the view of like his homie who was locked up.
Yeah.
But then I don't even look at Corday that way. So it's like hard for me to buy into that. Them at the same time, I was like, yo, didn't J. Cole do the same shit with For Your Eyes Only? But I don't know.
So we got Finesse 2 Times 90 Days album. I believe this was his debut album since he's been out of prison.
To be honest with you, I don't even know who that is. Man.
So I listened to him, man, but so I don't know if you heard the story, but he was Moneybagg Yo's boy, and I think Moneybagg signed him under his personal label.
Bro, you never signed to another rapper, bro. Come on.
man,
Hey, that's what they doing, bro. That's what they
you
doing.
know
You gonna be
they
on-
father it gateways.
They
bro.
grandfathering in, you know what I mean?
Gateway keepers.
You're gonna be on 2 360 deals at the same time.
Man.
You never.
But I listened to it. It was cool. Some of his flows, like he kind of sound like Kevin Gates, Moneybagg Yo Gotti. It was cool, but it was cool. What else we got? So to get into some movies, man. Oh, but
right.
before we get into what's up?
Your boy Drake, he said CLB. Honestly, never mind that her loss was a trilogy. Apparently, that's what he said.
All right.
Trilogy of trash. But
Also, was there any?
Slip that in
What
there.
was you all playing in the car this week, man? Y'all want to know my stuff, man? I was listening to this called
Jasmine.
"Baby Come Back" by Player, Janet Jackson, "Got It Till It's Gone," Jasmine Sullivan, "Need It Bad," 112, Cupid. I also was playing some Stevie Wonder, Whitney Houston, and I was last weekend I watched what was it? The Spider-Man into the Miles Morales one, right?
Into the universe.
Yeah, Spider-Verse.
Multiverse,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was your first time watching it?
No, I watched it many times, but the
okay.
soundtrack is beautiful. Everybody go
yeah,
listen
yeah,
to that. Yeah. Did you all listen to anything?
Honestly, I just been listening to my my yearly wrap up for, for the Spotify. My top artist. I'm gonna go to it real quick.
Oh, no, I do that shit. That's how you know I'm getting old.
Yeah.
You're on Apple Music though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to do it on Apple. But yeah, my top artist was JID, which I wasn't surprised. I listened to a lot of JIDs this year.
Yeah.
And he bum.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
He mad. That's damn
You
near
said you
album.
listen to JID?
That's damn near album of the
Okay,
year,
quit
my
it.
boy.
Quit.
Number 2 for me was Smino, 3 Kendrick, 4 Drake. I don't know how. 5 West Side Bug. But yeah, no, I just been listening to the playlist. So it's been a lot of like JID, Westside, Smino, some Chance, but yeah, nothing too crazy. Obviously, like we were talking about, the whole Metro album. Been listening to that as well.
Metro. What about you, Meech?
Mine is you know, like I said, Pandora for me. So Lucky Day, that's been coming up lately.
Lucky Day is
the
good.
Lil Baby, It's Only Me album.
Are you on? Because you know Pandora got the ads and shit. You an ad guy? Or you
Nah,
on
I do
Pandora
ad free. I go ahead and
Okay,
pay that
okay.
month. I don't pay the extra monthly for that when no ads completely, but I pay that $4.99. I can't do. I need my skips. I need my replays.
Because I hate
Yeah.
listening to an album and then, pardon the interruption.
Man, cut the whole mood up, and I got lights in my car too as well. So like that just
Here's a
drops the
commercial
whole
about
thing.
Cialis.
Like-
She's like, fuck. Listen to gangster music. Now I'm talking about erectile dysfunction
Man.
out here.
Then they be trying to attack you with your credit.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
your credit's low, we
what's
got a
that?
new card for you.
Like earlier this week, I have been going back to Future's album because
The recent one?
yeah, because I was listening to it. I was like, yo, this is a really good put together album, especially for Future. I was like, damn. Like, it's just been a lot of good music this year.
Would you say that that album was saved by its features?
Future?
Its features, like the
His,
features in it.
I'll say I think he was pretty well balanced actually.
Okay.
Like Future himself, he pretty much did his thing.
Okay.
Did his thing on there. But yeah, and I don't know if y'all are listening to Christmas music yet, but you know it's that season.
Nah. I mean, I watched that. I guess Pentatonics. Y'all know about that? They like an acapella group or whatever. They do music. They do a holiday special, and it was on Disney Plus. And I watched that the other day with
Speaking
the
of
kids.
Disney
So
Plus, I mean, shit, let's man, it's almost that countdown. Avatar 2, December 16th.
Oh shit! I thought you was about
Close.
to say. I thought you was about to say that they were about to put Black Panther on there because I ain't made it to the movie theater.
Oh, and
yet.
Disney Plus.
I ain't made it either.
Oh, damn.
I ain't seen it yet. I'm holding out.
Yeah, y'all bugging.
Okay, but what were you saying? What were you talking about?
Y'all
My bad.
bugging. Countdown to Avatar 2 comes out December 16th.
Yes.
If you need to, the first Avatar is on Disney Plus, so you
Banger.
can always go watch that.
So all you motherfucking millennials out there, Generation Z, whatever the generation y'all are, y'all ain't seen Avatar.
I don't want to see you there.
Go see Avatar 1 on Disney Plus,
Please, man.
Please.
Before you come in and start trying to say shit.
Because when we watched it, it was ahead of our time. It was just like us watching The Matrix. You know, it was definitely up there because it was some stuff that it just should not have been out there right there and then.
Yeah, no. Like, that's why it took them so long to even
to
make the
it.
second one.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even have the technology at the time to do what they wanted to do. So they just waited.
So,
But I don't want to see y'all there. If you haven't seen the first one, if you wasn't alive, I don't want to see you there. Wait till the next week.
because they supposed to have like 2 more, right? It wasn't supposed to be 4 total.
Yeah. There's 2 more coming. So I can't wait for that.
It's trailer week.
Yep.
New Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer came out this week, as well as Transformers Rise of the Beast. Yes, we're going to the dinosaur period. That was pretty dope.
You saw the trailers?
I did, and I liked it. You know, they got a little baby King Kong and stuff out there. But the trailer I did not understand was, guys, we have another Indiana Jones.
They've been in talks for that one for a while.
But who's going?
Harrison Ford's old ass is still Indiana
Harrison Ford
Jones.
still Indiana
Yeah,
Jones. I thought it was
yeah.
going to be because the last one didn't he have what's his name from actually Transformers in it?
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf.
But you know, Shyla, bro, they
Man.
like Shyla been a little bit.
Shia,
They ain't really trying to put him in.
And Shia, he grew up different. Like he grew up strong, like living in hotels and stuff. So his whole personality, once he got older, it rubs off on people a little
Where
bit.
is
wrong.
Shiloh right now? I haven't seen him.
Last time I saw, he did something. There was a movie that came out, but he did his. It was
still
like a
gotta
couple
wa-
years ago. He did like a biopic almost.
Yeah. I still gotta watch the
Like-
boxing one when he was some boxer and stuff.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I think got in a car crash, messed up his neck.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
So he's still making stuff, but it just ain't mainstream, really.
Yeah,
So-
I haven't seen him in a minute.
What's anybody this week have any like movie or series suggestions for
Yeah.
the viewers and listeners?
Yes, I highly recommend watching 1899 on Netflix.
Couldn't get into it.
You really?
I couldn't get into
I mean, like, what episode did you stop at? Because the first episode was a hit for me.
it. Episode 2, 30 seconds in.
Oh, you wild.
Episode 2,
Wait,
30
wait.
seconds in.
I mean,
30
what?
seconds in.
I mean, what can't you get into? Like,
I don't know, bro. It's slow, bro. It's just so slow.
because as soon as I saw like the first scene in the first episode, I was already hooked.
Yeah.
But I like that sci-fi kind of like thriller type shit though.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard of it?
Yeah, I heard of it. I just didn't know much about it.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I'm on like the second to last episode. And I'm still confused. I don't know what the fuck going on.
That's how it was on episode 2, 30 seconds in.
Because it's like, I mean, I understand there's like different people around the world, you know, trying to, you know, get to America and everything. But I don't want to give you too much details, but it's almost like they're in a simulation. And then we have like these couple people. I don't know if they have like high tech. I don't know if they're supposed to be from the future. That's why I'm confused at. I don't know if the simulation is based in that time period or if they're actually within that time period, or there's a possibility they could just be trapped in someone's mind. I'm not going to tell you whose mind it is. I don't know if you decide to watch it down the line. But that is also another possibility. So it's like a whole confusion with that. I'm still trying to figure that show out.
Okay. What I watched this week, I finished up The Blacklist. If you guys don't know, check that out on Netflix. All the seasons are on there. I believe it is 9 seasons. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. New episodes have came out on Netflix. But a movie I watched last night that I may arguably say is movie of the year. Like I said, I still have to see Black Panther, but it's called Ambulance, guys. Ambulance, produced by Michael Bay. It's on Amazon Prime. Wonderful movie from start to
I'm
finish.
going to be honest with you. You told me that last night. I really find it hard to believe a Michael Bay film is movie.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you on my mama.
How many explosions are in that movie?
Nah, it ain't. Nah, bro.
It's not one of those.
It's not.
typical
It's
Michael
not
Bay?
Transformers, bro. I'm telling you. The guy who played Candyman, he's one of the main characters. Jake. Also, I forgot the white boy's name, but his name is like Jake something. But
State Farm.
nah, not State Farm. But I'm telling you,
Jake,
Gyllenhaal.
who played in
Gyllenhaal?
Nightcrawler? Yeah, Nightcrawler's right
I
there.
know who you're talking about.
Yeah, bro. Mysterio from Spider-Man, but
Okay.
Man.
We got some hitters in here.
bruh, that movie right there, like they say, that shit
shit.
right there,
My girl, Moses Ingram. Okay.
fire, bro. But yeah, so what else we got, man? You know, we starting something new, guys. What's up?
Bullet Train. Y'all gotta watch that.
Yeah, I watched
Okay,
that.
I didn't watch it.
That was the one I was talking about last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched some of it. I'm kind of towards the end. I was saying last night, like the movie, when I was watching it, I felt like I've seen it before. But then
Yeah, so it's a remake.
it is.
Bullet Train's a remake.
It's a remake
Nah, I didn't know that.
It's a remake.
of what?
I had no clue.
A remake of Bullet Train. Bullet Train is old. Just like Blade Runner and stuff. Yeah, it came out around Blade Runner time.
Okay. So, okay. Well,
I just broke your heart, huh?
Well, no. Well, not yet. Because the director, another reason, I guess, I didn't, because I felt, maybe it's a remake, because I felt like I've seen it before. But that director, he directed, movies like John Wick, Atomic Blonde, what's his, Ninja Assassin, like stuff like that.
Great movie right there, Ninja
Yeah,
Assassin.
Great
guys.
movie. So, like all the fight scenes, like John Wick, like it's the quirky fight scenes, like real colorful neon backgrounds and stuff like that. That's what really caught my eye. And I was like, okay, that's why. Okay, but now you say it's a remake, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a remake. Like I said, guys, we're starting something new. So if you guys ever want to ask us any questions, we're going to have this segment in the show, and it's called Ask the Lie. With it being called Smooth Lies, we're calling you guys the liars. Okay. So we have some questions from our audience.
Oh, we actually have questions. Okay,
yes, we do.
Look at you. We actually have questions. Yes, we have.
We got questions.
People watch us, Steph.
And in order, if you all want to ask us a question, what I usually do is throughout the week, I put it on our stories or something, or you either can DM us, and we'll address some of your questions inside of the next episode upcoming. And it's so interesting that today's episode is called Love Secretly. And yes, we're about to end the show, so tune into this part right here. So question 1, we have, why don't men like to advertise their relationships publicly?
I don't know.
They're coming for heat.
They wanna know why we're not doing female shit.
I guess there are two things. I mean, I can't speak on that because my relationship is public in the sense that, I mean, you would know I'm in a relationship.
Yes.
But at the same time, I'm not going to put my business on social media. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm not going to tell you what we're going through. Like, I'm just not. This is just not going to happen.
Yes. You're not Blueface and Chris.
Yeah,
what's your name?
not Krishan.
Yeah, you're not Blueface and
that's
Krishan.
not going to happen.
Okay.
Because, like we were saying before, when you let too many people in, especially if they're not in your circle, what happens when there's too many hands in the pot? It's going to be chaos. So that being said, I don't know if they're saying that there are people who don't share anything, which if they don't, who cares?
That's what I'm like. There's got to be parameters to that.
If you don't, I wish I probably didn't share anything. To be honest, again, if I didn't have to do stuff like this, I don't know if I would even have social media because there's too many people who want to be in your business.
In your damn business.
For the sake of just being in your business. And a lot of times they want to see your shit fail.
Yeah.
So why would I even want to put myself out there if you're only going to put back negativity back in whatever I got going on, I guess.
Stop it. Okay, that was a good one. Yeah. What you got, Mitch?
Yeah, I look at it as an attention thing. Social media to me is attention, regardless. Like, why do I need to be applauded for doing the right thing? I don't mind getting, like, I have gratitude for people that come and be like, oh, congratulations and all that stuff. But then why do I need to show you every day that I'm happy?
Yeah.
Why do I got to show you every day that I'm with my girl? Like, and it's one of those things where I look at it as if, like, if we know what we doing and we already had a conversation, what more do I need to do? I don't need to parade you around. And it's not saying that not to do those things like holidays and stuff. Sure, put the pictures online. But why do I need to parade you around every week just to show the people that we together? Because then also I look at it as a thing of a lot of people do that to ward off people. To be like, oh, you got to make sure these people know that we together so that way they ain't trying to talk to you. But if your relationship's solid, then what's the point?
Shoot.
Uh-oh.
Dangerous Mall in the booth. Look, ladies. All right. Look, ladies, understand this. Some of us men out here like to keep it player. Even if it is... Oh, timer, okay, yeah, I got you. Hold on. But even if we have a relationship, we still like to keep it player. And like they said, our personal information is not meant for the internet. And if we good, we solid, we rocking, that should just be it. I shouldn't have to post something where we're trying to figure out if we gain new followers or if we gain likes or comments under our posts. And then there are other men out there, man, they got bitches, okay? They got some online tail that they not trying to disrupt, all right? They barely got in there in the first place.
Yeah.
They barely got in there in the first place.
They hoping.
And for me to post you and mess that up, it's trying, you know what I mean? It's trying. But yeah, like, you know, I mean, that's my take. Me personally, I've never posted my significant other ever on my social media. I think, high school, that was it. But outside of that, shoot, I could be single for 365 days or I could have a girlfriend for 365 days. You would never know. Because I just look at it like it's not your business. And like I know, like for my social media purposes, just like Steph said, if it wasn't for the business, I potentially wouldn't be on social media, but I like seeing booty. So
Damn, Ma.
Hey,
yeah, I like seeing booty.
at least you're honest.
Yeah.
Shit,
You might have a burner account.
I
Booty
like
101.
I like seeing. Yeah.
I like seeing booty. Wait, hold on. The caption gonna be the description gonna be I like you, and I want the choice is yours.
Look. My thing, like with social media, I just know, like, well, I'm gonna see some booty. I'm gonna get a nice, glossy, oiled up booty, type body, boom, boom, and I like seeing that, you know. So hey,
He gets what he gets and he gets out.
yeah. Just like I told you, there's a reason why I have Twitter. Hey.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
It's the Wild West.
So next question. Is it okay to have a side chick if my main is not doing her job? Be honest, I know you all are in healthy relationships, but I don't want to hear some cop-out shit. I really want to know, is it okay to have a side chick if my main chick is not doing her job? Because there's some fellas out here that need,
I think the approach I have is let's just scratch out that is it okay? Like now you ask for permission on something that you already know.
Okay.
Like you already feel some type of way, so don't come asking for permission from me to be like, oh, Meech said that it was okay for me to have a side chick, and that's cool. No. But anyways, back to the point of going back to the question. It's a tricky subject. I don't think it's okay in the world light, but I think it is a thing of where if you are in a situation where somebody's not performing what you want to be performed at,
and you've communicated it.
And yeah, if you communicated it a lot, this is a thing of where we all know I like to talk about relationships in the actual definition of what a relationship is. Obviously, we know we are all adults. If that relationship isn't working out, I might as well start looking somewhere else, because the whole point is to have a healthy life, a happy relationship. And if we ain't working out, I might be entertaining something, not me specifically. But with that being said, I think it is a thing where entertain. Yeah. Like I can't be throwing all my bags in this basket. And then next, 10 years from now, I'm in an unhappy relationship. But literally 4 years ago, I could have been talking to somebody else and we could have been good, happily married, and I didn't take the chance because I just was like, whatever.
Yeah. What about you, Star?
I mean, I don't think it's okay. I really don't know what, like you were saying, they want us to validate.
Bro, like, they want permission to get a side chick.
Have you ever had a side chick?
Have I ever had?
Yes.
I tried.
What happened?
It's just not me. Like,
was it because of you
Was
it
it
didn't
your-
work
was it
out,
your
or
game
was it a thing you tried and it was too much for you, or is like what do you mean by you tried? What was you trying?
Oh, that ass was too much.
nah.
What? You see that? You see that video? The dude in the chair?
he the dude in the club. You gotta hold his back.
What I'm saying to that question, I mean, but it's like you already mentioned if they communicated.
Yeah.
But if you communicated it,
Yeah.
then why would you drag it along?
Yeah. You
Like,
asking permission to cheat.
That's what I'm confused about. Like if there's a case where you didn't communicate, I mean you should communicate first. But if you did, then that means you know what you want. So why not just go separate ways and do what you want to do? That's why I'm confused.
So, like I always tell people.
So you want your cake and eat it at the same time.
Well, what happens, I think, with people is that we never talk about the investment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in most cases, women know this shit, and they don't want to admit this. Men invest so much into a woman to the point it's like it's easier to just, have some shit on the side or whatever after you have communicated. And like it's just easier to do that versus just like, damn, like why would I dump off my investment? That's like saying like I got $12,000 in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And why would I just flush it out?
At the same time, you already
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
But at the same time, if in that sense, if you said that you already communicated what you want or what was not happening, and like if you have like a healthy like communication with your partner, and then you still do that, you still
I don't think it's healthy,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's healthy.
Okay.
I don't think it like if I gotta communicate some shit to you like that, or some shit that you not doing and you still not doing it, our communication is not healthy. Because now it's coming off as, thank you for your opinion. We'll take it under consideration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case though, I mean your investment is already messed up. If that's the case.
Yeah,
like,
but
Yeah.
you know, with investments in general, people don't empty out.
yeah.
People don't-
Sometimes
but-
they'll hold on until it drains dry, and they'll even go into the negative
Yeah.
and still be
But-
holding on.
and somebody tells them,
And then
somebody tells them, don't worry, it's going to get better.
yeah.
Think about the housing market.
Yeah.
Then somebody also says, once it doesn't get better, I gave you the best years and
Of my
all this
life.
stuff. You
Of my
chose.
life. I gave you the
Right.
best years of my life.
Unfortunately, that's the reality. So going back to the question, is it okay to have a side chick? No.
No, it's not. But,
No. The answer to the question, no.
But at the
But
same
to
time,
go into detail.
why even drag it along?
Yeah.
If you say
You already want to escape.
if you
Listen.
already communicated and they're not taking it, and it's an unhealthy, not balanced communication, why even
Man.
why continue dragging it along? Like if-
Coming from experience,
I mean, I understand
there
being
is
comfortable and
no
everything,
sense of doing that. Because now, if you're not looking at the future outlook, like, only way it's going to go is if, like, you continue to have your main chick and side chick, and now you're living a double life in hopes that nobody figures out, or it's going to go the next route of now they figure out, and now you got to explain whether you want to do a polyamory situation or who you going to choose, or continue to draw it out even more. So now you're just setting yourself up for failure.
Okay. Well, that was deep. That was real deep. Way to end it, Meech. Okay.
Yeah, another question or
No, that was it. That was it. There was just 2 questions. Like I said, guys, if you guys want to know anything on Smooth Lies, or you want us to, just address anything that you guys have questions about, make sure to DM us on Instagram and watch
Yes.
the stories, because there's like a question tab that I post like once to 2 times a week. And yeah, we're up out of here. Episode 25, Love Secretly. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share the video, and rate us a 5-star. Peace out.